Alright folks, today we're diving into Black Christmas, the 1974 holiday classic that asks the important question, what's scarier, an unseen killer in your attic, or your house mother stealing all your booze? This movie has it all. Obscene phone calls, murder, and more fellatio jokes than a frat house Christmas party. So, grab your festive drink, lock your doors, and let's unwrap this slasher masterpiece. Black Christmas, the holiday movie that proves not all gifts are merry and bright. It's got creepy phone calls, a killer hiding in plain sight, and more dark humor than your weird uncle at Christmas dinner. Oh, and did I mention the house mother who's practically pickled in booze? This one's equal parts slasher and comedy gold. So let's deck the halls with blood and dive in. The movie kicks off with a POV shot of someone creeping around outside a sorority house. Inside, the girls are having a party, drinking and exchanging laughs. Barb, played by Margaret Kidder, is the life of the party. The mood is light, but then the house phone rings. This is where we meet the moaner. The creepy, obscene phone call sets the tone for the rest of the movie. Barb, being Barb, fires back at the caller with some hilarious insults. It's a great moment. Next, we meet Mrs. Mack, the house mother, who's sneaking booze every chance she gets. She's an absolute riot, but her over-the-top drinking is also a little sad. Then there's the first big scare. Claire, one of the sorority sisters, heads upstairs to pack for the holidays. She hears something in her closet, and before we know it, she's attacked by the killer. The plastic bag scene is brutal and unforgettable. It sets the stakes high for the rest of the movie. Claire's father shows up the next day, worried because she didn't meet him as planned. He's frustrated by the sorority lifestyle, but clearly just wants to find his daughter. Meanwhile, we get the fellatio joke at the police station. We meet John Saxton's character, Lieutenant Fuller. Saxton is awesome in this role. He plays the tough, competent cop who's trying to piece everything together, and he brings a lot of authority to the movie. As the search for Claire ramps up, we see how twisted the killer really is. The creepy phone calls keep coming. Jess, the lead character, has her own subplot with her boyfriend Peter. He's furious because she wants to have an abortion, and their relationship adds more tension to the story. The movie keeps ramping up as more characters are killed. Mrs. Mack gets one of the best deaths. The way the killer hides the bodies up there is super creepy. The climax is intense. Jess ends up alone in the house with the killer, and the phone call reveals that he's been inside the whole time. The chase through the house is nerve-wracking, but Jess fights back and manages to survive, or so it seems. The movie ends on an unsettling note. Jess is unconscious after the ordeal, and the police leave her alone in the house. With the killer still upstairs, the final shot pans out from the attic with the creepy phone ringing again. It's such a bold and perfect ending. No explanation, no closure, just pure dread. Black Christmas is such a smart movie. It balances slasher thrills with dark humor. Barb is hilarious in the beginning, and her scenes really lighten the mood throughout the movie. Mrs. Mack's constant sneaking of booze adds even more comedy to the mix. And the fellatio joke at the police station, again, is comedy gold, people. On the serious side, the actors all deliver amazing performances. The father of the missing girl stands out as such a strong, believable character. And John Saxton, again, is incredible as always. He's an actor who deserved way more recognition than he got. In the ending, it's so rare to see a movie like this leaving the killer's fate and Jess's future completely open. It's unsettling and it's also perfect. All these elements, the cast, the story, the humor, and the scares come together to make Black Christmas a true masterpiece of cinema. This is a must-watch for any horror fan. So the next time you're planning on traveling home from your local sorority, make sure to check the attic, okay? And until next time, I'll see you at the video store. Bye.